I will. Touching the words, she read that the human head is constructed so as to be specially capable of taking on thought from the world. It is formed, indeed, of thought.
They seem to sense it, like a vine will sense a wall, head towards it. And it might be going along like this. The minute it senses it, it'll turn straight up, come up to hit the point here. This is the male. This is the female. Stems. And it sent out, I guess, about 16, all pointing that way. So I concluded this must be a female. But nature, that's a very ancient plant. Nature changed their way. This is definitely a male. It'd be, I think the female will be a little later. Wouldn't have anything to do with it. No. And this one couldn't be bothered with putting out any. But if it needs food, then it puts out the, pods to catch the insects. Anything that'll crawl in there, they'll take.
Meanwhile,
The
with
earwig
the right
in the morning tries to find
given
someplace
to
dark.
painters, I studied his violet eyes,
They don't
the
eat this
fine
one. This one
gold
eats
bony
that.
hair on his hands, the fine hair on the tip of his ears.
No, it's always there, ready to get anything it can get a hold of.
When his eyes fixed on her, the caresses of a wild animal.
They are called monkeys in the Latin language because people notice a great similitude to human reason in them. Such is the nature of a monkey that when she gives birth to twins, she esteems one of them highly but scorns the other. Hence, if it happens that she gets chased, she clasps the one she likes in her arms in front of her and carries the one she detests with its arms around her neck. But for this reason, when she is exhausted by running on her hind legs, she has to throw away the one she loves and carries the one she hates.
No! I know. Yes. They're not the same. Nothing. No. Yes, there is different ways. I don't want to. Yes, I am. Yes, sometimes. Yes. 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 No. Yeah. No. No.
They say himself dies sometimes when a girl presses her knee ever so gently against the knee of the young man she is out with. A normal male in whom there are no traces of frigidity will
I want a
allow
man who
his
wants
knee
a
to
commitment.
retain its original position, sometimes even exerting a slight counter-pressure. A frigid male, however, will move his knee away at the
Do I
first
want a woman who wants a
suggestion of
commitment? No.
contact, denying himself the electric stimulus of love's first stirring. It is the female's subtlety in her laying on of the knee
tenderness
that
engulfed
annoys
her.
the male.
It was she who moved
His
toward
recession
him
is
and
for the
offered her
purpose of
mouth.
reassuring himself of his own integrity
She
and
saw his face
perspicacity.
open like a flower, his eyes thirsty.
If the female were to juxtapose in a forthright manner, if she were to preface her gesture with the remark, "I am thinking of letting my knee touch yours for the fun of it," she might gain an entirely different response.
Because I don't know. I don't know.
She learned from the bestiary that flesh is composed of earth, air, fire, and water,
Business, artistic,
and that sight
expressive,
is a
that's
glassy liquid which
You're a
comes
mother.
out of the eyes, not into them. It has been considered the most important of the senses, hence we understand the imperative of the verb
Me.
to
But I was
see,
not listening.
to grasp objects
One
referring to
moment
other
I was no
senses,
longer a young girl.
as in to
Every
see
time
what
he
it
spoke, I
feels
felt
like. She questioned with Thoreau, is sex necessary,
class.
and found that on this
Atypical.
question of the origins of new life,
I'll wait to
the
hear from
sources
you.
on mating were indeed many and varied.
A coalescence
Here
took
she
place.
found
Then
that
he
the
was the perfect
cephalopod, when he
hermaphrodite.
takes leave of his lady, leaves one of his arms with her, so that she may never lack for an embrace. There
Then,
she
without looking
read
at her,
that
he
a kind
carried
of
her to
mollusk,
the bed,
having laid
with
her
his mouth
eggs
still
upon
on
a
her face
stone,
and throat in air.
amuses herself by arranging them like the petals of a rose, and hatches them by
In
holding her
search
foot on
of
them.
air in Aquarius, Gemini or Libra, but earth or fire considered.
He was impossible to arouse except by gazing on him.
The copulation of elephants was a matter for speculation in the Dark Ages,
38,
and still is,
6
as
foot,
it is rarely
0
witnessed.
inches,
One
slim,
report was to the
intensely
effect
and
that her
ruggedly
genitals
handsome,
were put on
seeking
backward.
bright and intense
It was
female.
supposed that, being modest, they preferred to look the other way while they were about it. Another held that they copulated like other quadrupeds,
Ever exploring,
but that
because
owing
I
to the
can
great weight of
live
the husband,
nonetheless.
he either had to dig a pit over his wife to stand in,
Explorations
or else he had
include
to float
relationships,
himself
psychic
over
and
her
dream
in a
work,
lake, where his gravity
building
would
log
naturally be
cabins.
less. In fact,
Pierre
they
loved the
copulated in the
voluptuousness of
ordinary
his
way,
body, the
and
flesh
according
always
to
appearing
some,
through the
more
legs, the
gracefully
outline
than
of the body
most.
transparent between skirts of chiffon. He loved the
Hi,
sloping
I'm
shoulders.
I am
good-looking,
seeking.
wry,
I
amorous.
am
I'm an
seeking.
accomplished
I
listener,
am seeking.
apolitical.
Good-looking, wry,
It's
amorous,
okay if you
accomplished listener,
smoke. I want you to be
apolitical,
well off.
smokes.
You're
Well-off,
employed, stable,
intelligent,
intelligent,
gentle,
dominant,
kind, giving,
giving,
gay, vegetarian,
gay,
slim, quiet, likes outdoors,
vegetarian.
foreign films,
I'm
yoga,
slim, quiet. I like the
non-macho,
outdoors,
mid-40s, good-looking,
foreign
feeling
films and
younger,
yoga.
herpes,
You are
attractive,
non-macho,
likes
in your
hiking,
mid-40s,
music,
good-looking,
making,
feeling
cinema,
younger.
theater, honest,
I have
sensitive,
herpes,
professional,
but I'm
love
attractive,
and gentleness to
making,
share,
in the cinema and
already
the theater.
involved, innocent without...
Another whose perception was askew was a Mr. Sembrick, whose story was related by Thurber and White. Mr. Sembrick's daughter attempted to impart knowledge to her father by telling him about bees. She traced the renaissance of earth in spring, the blossoming, the activity of the bees and their distributing of pollen, the fertilization of the seed, finally the fruition. Mr. Sembrick somehow got the impression that to have babies you had to keep bees. He bought several hives. The queen bee develops her sexual character only after being arbitrarily chosen for the purpose, walled up and fattened on special food. Mr. Sembrick marveled at these things. Basing his hopes entirely on what he had seen, he made his first overt act. Mr. Sembrick was not without justification in becoming a drone, since life was what he wanted to find out about. But it was when he undertook to fatten up a lady into a mother that he ran into difficulties. He locked her in the kitchen and plied her with rich desserts. He urged honey on her. The lady not only failed to become a mother, but she died, surrounded by a group of workers whom he had hired to help feed her. With a dead woman in the kitchen and a lot of bees upstairs, Mr. Sembrick fled, still ignorant of the essential knowledge of life. Species of female spider, following the cue of many of her fellow insects, devours her husband immediately upon the climax of their brief courtship. Her eggs, the fruit of their union, she tends with care. As they hatch, she injects herself with her own paralyzing serum and digestive juices, wrapping herself and them in a kind of webbed cocoon that she might offer them in the protection of this womb, the nourishment of her partially liquefied, still living body, thus assuring them of fresh food in the first critical days of life.
felt his presence blurring everything else. He was impossible to arouse except by gazing on him. She knew every part of his body, the color of his skin. There was something animal-like about his hands, myself falling into some dizzy spiral.
Yes.
Tempting, taut, and almost like caressing him. He'd taken off his coat,
Yes.
his shirt, shoes, socks. At
She
times
kneeled
soft
very
and
near
melting,
it.
at other times
It was
fierce,
almost within reach
to
of
him
her
the
mouth.
masculine in her. Her lips parted slightly and delicately, very delicately. She touched the tip of his sex with her tongue. Tempting. With her, he asserted his masculinity. Before he tried to slide his... She sobbed. He was like her body dilating. The veins were palpitating. He pushed it off altogether with his mouth, and the way her
She did
tongue
not
flicked
touch
out
it, but merely
caressingly
looked
to touch
and
the
murmured.
tip of her sex. As if he grasped
She licked it
earth
gently,
and grass
with the
together,
delicacy of a cat,
with roseate
then
tips
she
like
inserted
those of a
small
young
portion
girl.
of-
Moved his hands all over her body.
Yes.
He lifted her so that she would lie.
I know. Because wow. He has eyes. He has mama. Because, I don't know. I don't know.